It is nice to see us once again. So I really want to talk about the signs that indicate you are in a bad trade or a bad position, whatever you want to call it, in crypto, because a lot of newbies, beginners, they make this mistake of wanting the market to do what they want. But something I will tell you is, like my Nigerian brothers will say, market go why you, but no panic. That kind of thing. The market will always do what the market wants to do, and you do not dictate to the market. You should try to be on the side of the market. Many of us will see the market going up as saying to come down, to come down. You enter a short position, or you buy a leverage token in the downwards direction and all of that. You are trying to catch a falling knife. You are there. Well, so one of the first signs, all right, that you are in a bad trade is you are looking at the trade too much. Like, you can't do something, you can't focus on do something else. You just pick your phone, you're looking at the trade that you just entered 5 minutes ago. You're just panicking. You can't sleep, you're looking at the trade, you can't do anything. All your mind is just, that is a bad trade. Any trade that does not give you the peace of mind to live your life normally as you would, like as though you didn't have a trade open, that trade is a bad trade. Because trading is supposed to be a part of your life. Your life is not supposed to be a part of trading. That's how it's supposed to work. So if you can't live your normal life because of trading, well, you need to adjust your trading algorithm and system and all of that. So the first sign is you check the trade too much. It's a mistake, like most of us make. Then the second mistake that a lot of us make is we are afraid of the risk on that trade. We've not accepted the risk before going into the trade. We are okay, you've determined in your mind, I'm going to lose $5 on this trade. And then it's getting close to $5. You're getting upset. Your emotions start running wild and all of that. This is a mistake and a sign that this trade is a bad trade. Definitely, because you've not accepted your predetermined risk before going into the trade. So while you're in the trade, you'll just be upset. You see? So that's also a sign that you are in a bad trade. All right. Then another sign that I want us to look at for my Christian and Muslim brothers watching this video is you are in a trade that is making you pray. Because you are in a trade, you start praying. God, this trade shouldn't hit my stop loss. Allah, Jehovah, Jesus. You don't want the trade to get to your stop loss. Well, the sad news is whether you believe in God or not, this market is going to do whatever it chooses. So it is up to you to take your loss or your profit whenever you chooses. So if you had predetermined your risk and accepted that risk before going into the trade, even when you lose, it wouldn't affect you psychologically. Okay. And another sign that you are also in a bad trade, apart from trading and all of that, which is a sign in itself, is the moment you enter a trade, you can't keep your composure. Your emotions are, just everywhere. If the trade is few percentage up, you'll be overly excited. If the trade is few percentage down, your mood will just be down. It's as if like your emotional state depends on the performance of the trade, which is not supposed to be so. You should be completely aware and control your emotions to an extent where the trade does not affect your emotions, so you'll be able to see clearly and know if you need to get out of a trade before it even gets to your stop loss. And all of that. Then another sign that you are in a bad trade, this sign, many of us we like to ignore it. Another sign that you are in a bad trade is market structure. For those of us that do analysis, many of us we take things at a glance. You know, like okay, we get stuck on one particular time frame when doing our analysis, that we don't look at the market structure on all time frames that affect the market, so that we know where to position ourselves. Because if you do analysis very, very well, or you're learning analysis as a newbie, you will often hear people tell you top-down analysis or the higher time frame is much important than the lower time frame. The lower time frames are basically to pick your entries depending on the kind of trade and all of that. I'm not really going to get into all of that. So when you fail to look at the market structure and take it for what it is, and you go into a trade, the market structure in itself, when you now start looking at it, will be giving you a sign that indeed you are in a bad trade, because you may have entered a wrong trade at a support level, resistance level, a gray area, all of that. If you don't get your analysis straight with the market structure and all of that, you shouldn't even be in a trade, honestly, because any trade that you go into, hmm, you go into the trade without doing proper analysis and having your criteria for entries, exit, and all of that is a bad trade. And that in itself is a sign that you are in a bad trade. The another sign that you are also in a bad trade that is going to end up blowing your account is you have no trading plan. You have no plans for the trade. What are you going to do if it gets to this level and doesn't react the way you want to? What are you going to do if it gets into your stop loss area and it's not reacting the way you would expect and all of that? Are you going to add more? Are you going to close partially? Are you going to take partial profits and all of that? You have no plan. Your own is either Lambo or Lambo. You have no plan. So having no plan is a sign that you're not a good trader, and also you're in a bad trade, because okay, I plan to buy Bitcoin at 50,000. I've bought Bitcoin at 50,000. Now, what is my plan? Am I just waiting on my hands for it to go to the moon? Do I have a plan? Do I want to sell here, then buy lower and just compound the profits? Or what am I doing exactly? If I can't answer these questions, I shouldn't even be in that trade, because if I open that trade, it's going to be a bad trade, and I will most likely end up losing money. So I've given us different signs. Okay, how do you combat these signs? First and foremost, you could try learning the nuances of trading. We also teach on cryptocurrency trading, futures market, everything concerning crypto. If you want to learn, do well to hit us up. Check the link in the description. Learn the nuances of trading, all right? Have a plan. Learn to, get your emotions under control. All right. If you can do these things, definitely over time you are going to be a better trader than you are today. So I hope you found this video useful, helpful. Do well to share it with your friends. Our Telegram channel is still open, so do well to, because we're sharing a lot of juicy trades and all of that, giving us real market analysis that will help to keep us on the right side of the market. Till I see you in the next video, stay profitable, stay rich.